Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to the final of February series, Wake Up Your Sensuality and Activate Your Self-Love. I am your host, your teacher for tonight, Nikisha Michelle, the plus size love doyen. Hey, Suzette, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I am a global relationship expert, dating coach, matchmaker, professional speaker, author, media personality, you name it, I do it. But I am so delighted to be here with our final night for February. This month, we've been talking about self-love and sensuality, and tonight is the closure of our seminar series. And I want you to stay because I have something special for you at the end of tonight's talk. And I'm excited about what I'm going to share with you tonight. And as always, I like to lead by example. So tonight I have a different look. Sharing a little of my sensuality and how I like to get myself dolled up and look a little different than I normally look, bringing out a different side in me, okay? So I'm excited about sharing with you tonight. We've had a great time this month, and I hope you've grown and expand and want to continue to grow and expand because that's what I'm here for. Listen, I am the owner of Ultimate Match Dating Agency. My husband and I, we operate and run the agency with our daughters. And it is a global agency, and what we do is we specialize in matching and helping curvy and plus size women find their ideal love and relationship. So I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2013, and it feels so amazing. Hey, Ronald, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I would love for you to share. I would love for you to share this broadcast, this live stream. Please feel free to share, invite your friends. This is for the women tonight, and we are going to wake up our sensuality and activate our self-love. And again, please try to stay with me until the end. We have a lot to cover. I was unable to do it. I was supposed to be 2 parts, but yesterday I had some things come up, so I wasn't able to do that part yesterday. Hey, Ursula, welcome, welcome, welcome. I wasn't able to do that part yesterday, so I'm here to do 2 parts today to muscle and get 2 parts in. And again, I want to share with you something very special that I would love for you to be a part of, to continue your growth, continue your expansion into your self-love, your sensuality, renewing your relationships and or finding a new relationship, okay? So let us begin. So tonight, we are doing a 2-part series. I'm mashing it as one. We are going to wake up our sensuality, and then we're going to activate our self-love, okay? And if you have any questions, please make sure you put it in a box periodically. I'll go into the box and check out your comment section. So let me know, raise your hand if you are ready to wake up your sensuality and activate your self-love. Let me know if you're ready. Raise your hand and say, I'm ready, or just do the emoji of the raised hand. Let me see if you are ready to wake up your sensuality and activate your self-love. Let me see who's ready. Who's ready? Who's ready? I know Suzette is ready. I know Ursula stays ready. Look at the thumbs up. And look at Ronald. Ronald's ready too, okay? So here we go. Make sure you share. Here we go. So what is the definition of sensuality? I hope you have your notebooks, something to write with. But again, this will be a replay, and these videos will be up for about another week, and then I'll snatch them down, okay? But what's the definition of sensuality? The definition of sensuality is feeling desirable and wanted. Write that down. The definition of sensuality is the ability to feel desirable and wanted. In addition to that definition, what's next is the ability to articulate or demonstrate through various body parts or through your various characteristics an alluring factor. An alluring factor most likely to the opposite sex, but it's about who you're trying to allure and for what, okay? So it's about being able to articulate through your persona, through your body parts, through your characteristics, the ability to allure, okay? So that's sensuality. So sensuality is feeling desirable and wanted, and it's the ability to demonstrate through your characteristic, through your personality, through your body parts, an allure factor. Allure factor is to be able to draw someone in, to make someone curious, to make someone feel like, wow, I have to have her. And sensuality sometimes is mixed up with sexuality, but it's actually a little different. Sensuality is all about desire, whereas sexuality is more about the act, the desire for the act. So you can be sensual and not necessarily be putting out the act that I want to have sex, but you're being central in being that I am a desirable creature. And we all want to be desired, okay? I don't know, who you are, where you come from, but I do know as women, one of the main things that make us women is we want to be desired. We want to feel like luscious fruit to someone. We want to feel like there's some magnetism about us that helps us get the people, the situations, or the circumstances that we desire, that we want, okay? So now you know what sensuality is. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a few ways that you can wake up your sensuality. Because let me tell you, in a competitive world, and I deal with women who are looking for their mate, who want to be found. One of the main abilities in what we call the bliss code, which means beauty, love, intuition, sensuality, and significance. Sensuality is a must in the bliss code, because if you don't have the ability to allure, it means that you are overstepped. Hey, Janine, how are you? Welcome. It means that you will be overlooked. So you want the allure factor, the ability to stand out amongst all the competition and be noticed. Because there's dozens and dozens of beautiful women. My husband tells me all the time, there are beautiful women everywhere, but not everybody that's beautiful has that allure factor. And so what I want to teach you is how to wake up that allure factor. And let's be clear. The allure factor is an energy. It's an energy. It's a mesmerizing energy. That allure factor, it draws the person to you and makes them curious about you. And so sometimes some women naturally have an allure factor, okay? But then some other women have to be premeditated with their allure factor. And so tonight I want to give you steps if you don't naturally have an allure factor. And because men say, when they meet you, oh my God, it was something about you that I just had to get to know who you are. I just wanted to be in your space. And women say it too. It's not just about men, but it's women say it too. And I remember back in the day when I was single, and I still do my allure factor. Don't get me wrong, okay? Because I need to know it works, okay? But back in the day, I remembered when I was working on my allure factor, I was walking down the street and going into my place of work. And I remembered how hard I worked to work on my sexiness, my sensualityness, even in my walk. And a lady approached me and she stopped and she said, whoa. She said, you look like a black Marilyn Monroe. And I was like, whoa, that allure factor is working because people start feeling and noticing the energy that you are portraying or generating in your persona and your characteristics, okay? So let's talk about how to wake it up. The first thing that you can do to wake up your sensuality is to turn your bedroom into a sanctuary of love and passion. Yes, you do this as a single person. My clients know in the Ready Woman G spot, they know I tell them all the time, and it's a part of the curriculum. You gotta have an environment that speaks passion and love and sensuality, because if you don't have the environment, you won't feel it, and you sure in the heck won't attract it. And what I teach is your bedroom is a place of passion. There are two things that should go on in a bedroom, and that is sleep and sex. Sleep and sex. That's the only thing that should go on in the bedroom, whether it's sex with yourself or with somebody else. But sleep and sex is the only thing that needs to go on in the bedroom. If your bedroom is cluttered with books, your bedroom is cluttered with clothes everywhere, it's just stuff everywhere, books, you work out of your bedroom, then you are distancing yourself from waking up your sensuality, because the first place of sensuality lives is in the bedroom. So what do I mean by waking up your bedroom so that it is a place of passion and love? It's all about the decor, and it's about how you feel when you go in your bedroom. When you go in your bedroom, is it just a blah? Is it okay? Is it a bedroom? Do you look like Laura Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie? Or is your bedroom craving beauty and elegance and sexiness? That's what your bedroom should crave. You turn your bedroom into what I call a love den. That means you have, like for me, I have golds and whites. I love golds and whites. And then I'll sprinkle rose petals around, or I'll have a bouquet of red roses there. And then, you know, candles and things like that. So you want your bedroom to be sacred and full of passion and love. In your bedroom, there should be artwork that looks like couples loving each other and being passionate with each other. So that's what should be in your bedroom. I have a story. One of my clients and dear friends, I went to go stay with her, and we were doing her bedroom, and it was so funny. When I walked into her bedroom, I was like, girl, why is your bedroom a self-esteem place? Like, she had all these self-esteem sayings and stuff all over the wall. I was like, girl, the bedroom, say that in the bathroom, put that in the bathroom. The bedroom is supposed to be passion and love. And I was like, you don't have no pictures of a man and a woman or passion and love and, you know, all of that stuff? She was like, oh yeah, I do. And she went down the hall, opened up her closet, and there were the pictures of the passionate pictures of the man and woman. People always try to say, I'm saving these things until I get married. I'm saving these things until I have somebody. No, the Bible says you call those things that be not as though they were, which means you act as if you already have what it is that you desire. So you put those passionate pictures up in the bedroom, and you create a scenery. You create the artwork, the picture of passion and love, that loved in a bedroom. So that's the first place you work on to create your sensuality. Then what you want to do is you want to have your mood list, your music list to set your mood for passion and love. That ignites sensuality. Isn't it something when, and I'm telling my age, but if you want, there's a difference with putting on a Luther Vandross song and putting on a Cardi B song, okay? Cardi B song ain't passionate and loving, right? It makes you hardcore and feel like you need to, like money, you're doing this, but honey, when Luther's singing, a house is not a home, or here and now, you just start grooving and you just feel it. You are waking up your sensuality. That is a normal part of your existence. What is sensuality? Sensuality not only is the definition that I gave you, but it is, I'm losing the word. It is the what I want to call the essence of what can be called a mating call. That what is the word? Somebody tell me the word I'm looking for. It is the essence that mates or the opposite sex sense, that lets you know you are open and available for love. I cannot think of the word. It'll come to me. It will come to me. But it sends off an energy that says, I'm open, I'm available, and I'm ready for love, okay? So you want to set your music so that it wakes up the sensual parts of you, okay? So you want to have an amazing music list, all right? That does that for you. And so I have several different lists. I have a list that's called Baby Making Music. And then I have the list that's called soul music, because neo soul wakes up my sensuality, makes me think about deep penetrating love, and also baby making music wakes up my sensuality and makes me get in the mood to be with my husband or what have you. So you want to have those playlists that wake your senses up, okay? And you want to kind of dwell in that, especially if you're a single woman and you really are looking for love. You really want pheromones. That's what I was thinking of. Pheromones. I couldn't think of what the word was. Pheromones. It releases pheromones in your energy that says, I am available for love. Now, a lot of people think, okay, pheromones means I'm just ready for sex. It doesn't necessarily mean that, especially if you're a woman of morals. It doesn't mean that. You know how to stop the sex, but you know how to be alluring, okay? You know how to have that balance, but you're being alluring. So pheromones is what I was looking for, okay? Another way to wake up your sensuality is to have matching bra and panties, and that they are decorative. And when you put them on, they feel good on your skin. I love my satin bras. I love how it makes me feel. So you want to have matching bra and panties. It just makes you feel like a woman. And so when you don't take the time and you just throw on any kind of panty and any kind of bra and you rush out the door, whatever, there's nothing sensual about that. There's nothing self-loving about that, okay? But when you take the time to pick and select what goes on your body, again, it boosts your pheromones or your sensual energy, your allure factor. It boosts that, okay? So matching bra and panties should be able to also do the trick. The other thing you want to do is use body scrubs and soaps and lotions and ointments that make your skin soft, supple, and glow. Because you know, when you have soft skin and it's glowing, that also wakes up your sensuality. But not only that, when you take the time to massage sugar scrubs and salt scrubs into your body, you're waking up the cells in your body. You're waking up different parts of your body. You're just waking it up. And as a woman, when our body wakes up, it puts us in a different mood. Raise your hand. Hey, David, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, brother. But when you wake up those parts of your body, you feel good. And part of being sensual is feeling good. So ladies, raise your hand, do the hand emoji if you like feeling good. If you know there's a difference when you're rubbing in your body, the salts and the bath scrubs and certain smell good lotions and perfumes, it wakes up your sensuality. Let me know if you feel good when you do those things, when you take the time to do those things. The next way you can wake up your sensuality is what I call the mirror gaze. The mirror gaze is the ability that after you have taken your shower, you have taken a bath, and you have bodied yourself up, you have massaged your body with scrubs, you've rinsed off, and then you go to a full-length mirror. Ladies, you should have a full-length mirror in your room or somewhere in your house, but mainly in your room, because you have to do the mirror gaze. And in doing the mirror gaze, what you are doing is you're speaking life into different parts of your body. You are acknowledging different parts of your body. And when you do the mirror gaze and you are loving and liking and speaking to different parts of your body, you wake up your sensuality. Because what happens is you are adoring yourself, and any time you feel desirable doesn't mean if it's coming from a man or coming from you. Your body wakes up. The energy shifts. So you're speaking to your body in the mirror, your whole body. When you have the power to accept and speak to your whole body in the mirror, your sensuality will go through the roof. And what it also does is it sets the stage for a man to be able to adore you and adore all parts of your body. And I am a living example. When I learned to accept all parts of my body, I remember I was one that used to have sex in the dark because I was ashamed of having two stomachs and all of that. And but I remember the shift that came when I learned to accept and do the mirror gaze. And when I got married, I did not have sex with my husband until, we was getting married. And it wasn't on the wedding date, but it was a few days. We couldn't wait. It was a few days before the wedding, I'll be honest. And I remember it was in the daylight. I was a little nervous, but I was like, oh my God, I normally don't have sex in the daylight. I usually have sex at night, but it was in the daylight. But one of the most profound things that happened is before my husband got ready to touch me, he just looked at me up and down with all my rolls and stretch marks and everything else. And he said, oh my God, you are so beautiful. I love all of this. When he said that, tears rolled down my eyes, because it was like doing the mirror gaze work really worked. And I've been free ever since from the body shame and all of that stuff. I've been free. And I feel like I'm the most sexy, sensual woman on earth because I have the power to do the mirror gaze. So you want to be doing the mirror gaze, and that will wake you up. A few more things that will wake up your sensuality is buy yourself roses and pretty gifts. Buy yourself roses and pretty gifts. That wakes up your sense of appreciation and your sensuality, your allure factor. Keep your environment clean and neat. When you have too much stuff everywhere, it clogs not only your sensuality, but your creativity, okay? Watch love stories, read erotica, those books. When you have time, read those and watch love stories. That wakes up your sensuality. Buy yourself, write yourself love notes and love letters and mail them to yourself. Write yourself love letters and love notes, and so when you mail them to yourself and then it comes in the mail and then you go home, let me paint a picture for you. You go home, you run yourself a milk bath. Yes, a milk and honey bath. And you put rose petals in that milk and honey bath. You light your candles. You have your mood music playing. Your Luther or what have you, your guy or whatever, you have that playing. and then you're taking your bath and you're reading your love notes to yourself, your sensuality will come alive. And that sensuality is also what we consider the feminine essence of a woman. It is what separates the woman from a masculine man. It's your ability to be a sensual creature, okay? Another thing that wakes up your sensuality is shifting your voice. As you notice, I'm usually, when I speak, I'm loud, I'm very charismatic, but on purpose, I'm being controlled because I want you to hear the difference in my voice. When you're being sensual, your voice is more of a whisper, it's more quiet, it's more articulated, and you're taking your time to say what you need to say. You're not rambling on and rushing and talkative and being loud and boisterous or being real quiet and shy, but you're taking time to talk. And in between each talk, you take a breath. So you're almost sounding breathy, like Marilyn Monroe or Janet Jackson. Those are my two girls. So another way to wake up your sensuality is find women. Usually it's easily to find celebrity women, but find women that you think have a sensual essence to them and mirror them. Mirror them until you find your own vibe or your own persona. So my clients know in the Ready Woman G-Spot that I love the sensuality of Marilyn Monroe and I love the sensuality of Janet Jackson. And the reason I love the sensuality of both is because they don't have to be nude and naked and half clothed to bring out their sensual essence. If you notice, when you see Janet in concert, she might have on a little bra, but then she have a long shirt on. She might have her hat on, baggy jeans, and her boots or tennis shoes. But it's something still so beautiful and sensual and alluring about her charisma and her character, her persona. And we all know both with Janet and with Marilyn, they do the mo. Where is that at? They do the mo. So when I want to feel sensual, I'll add a mo. I'll change my whole persona. I'll change my hair. I'll change the makeup look. I will change the bras around. Whatever it takes for me to feel desirable. And I'm not just saying to another person, but to me. If you don't feel desirable and want it to yourself, how are you going to feel desirable and want it to someone else? You're not. So you have to practice being desirable and want it to yourself. What else? What else? Am I missing anything? That is basically how you wake up your sensuality. You've got to be okay with your body and you've got to let loose. You've got to be okay with articulating from different parts. I mean, your eyes. I can speak with my eyes, you know. If you see a guy that you like, you got to be able to, you know, be able to flirt a little bit and not say anything. That non-verbal language, body language. You can look with your eyes and you can laugh and do like this. You can do the hair and do like this. You can do so many ways, but the whole key is to be able to articulate through your body, through your energy, through your persona, that you are open and available for love, that you want to be desired and wanted. But it first starts with you practicing being desired and wanted with yourself, okay? So that is how you wake up your sensuality. And we are going to have the queen of sensuality and defining your sensuality this weekend, this Sunday night in our membership group, the Ready Woman Society, the Ready Woman G-Spot. The Ready Woman G-Spot. We are going to have Lady Shepsa, who is going to be talking to us. I'll be interviewing her, and she's going to be talking to us. And when I say the queen of sensuality, she is the queen of sensuality and juiciness. I'm one of her students. So she has agreed to come this Sunday to give us more depth on letting loose and defining your sensual side and defining that so you don't feel strange or stupid. Because sometimes when we're waking up our sensual side, we don't have the confidence already to do it. And so it feels strange and you might feel stupid and you feel awkward. But she's going to teach us how to not do that. So it's free for members. If you are a member, it's free for you. But if you're not a member, if you stay to the end of this presentation, we have just a few more things to go over, because now we're going to activate self-love. So if you stay, I'm going to tell you about an amazing offer that I have for you if you are not a member of the Ready Woman G-Spot. So I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're going to move right into activating self-love. How am I doing so far? Are you ladies learning anything? Type below if you are learning anything. Did you learn anything? Let me know what you've learned so far. I want to know who's still with me. I still see people are here. Type in what you're learning. If you're learning anything, let me know if this is something worth you being a part of. Let me know. Let's see. Talk to me. Let's see. As we move into activating self-love. Yes, of course. Suzette said, yes, of course. Who else is learning something? Is this worth you learning? Is this worth you being here this evening, spending your Thursday night with me? Are you learning anything? Who's learning about sensuality? Who's waking up their sensuality as a result of today? Let's see, who else? Don't be shy. That's the first thing you got to learn about sensuality. Honey, you can't be shy. You can't be shy. So who else is with us? Who else? Trying to move this down, but sometimes I can't always move it down to see all the comments. Thank you for the comments. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Okay, let's move right into activating self-love. So, let me put this back over here so it doesn't distract me, and I don't knock over my water. Okay, so to have real success. Now let's talk. Can we talk? We're gonna have real woman-to-woman talk right now. To have real success and real happiness. I don't mean fleeting happiness and I don't mean fleeting success, but real success, real happiness, and to win in your relationships, you have to learn the art, the skill set, the mindset, the action steps of loving yourself unconditionally. Unconditional love is essential to you having real success, real relationships, real happiness, okay? It is vital. If unconditional self-love is missing from yourself, it will also be missing from your relationships. And even if you are successful in things, you know how we look successful on paper, on our resumes, we look successful on social media. The problem is you won't feel successful. Have you ever accomplished things and then you say, now that I did that, it's like, what's next? Or I've accomplished this, but it doesn't feel the way I thought it was going to feel. That is a result of a subconscious sabotage behavior of unconditional unforgiveness, our ability or inability to love ourselves unconditionally. The problem is, as women, we have a tendency to love parts of ourselves and ignore or complain about the parts of ourselves that we don't love. Comment if you understand, and if you have done that, you will ignore the parts of yourself that you don't love or you complain about. You complain about. Comment below, raise your hands, use the emoji of the raised hand emoji, and let me know if that is you, if you are familiar with that, if you know someone who's done that, that parts of them that they don't love, they either complain about it or they ignore it. They push it under the rug. And that's normal for women. That's what we do. We like to focus on things we feel like we can win in, and the things that we don't feel like we can win in, sorry, I got a little stuff on my teeth. The things that we feel like we can't win in, we ignore it, we complain, or we make some type of excuse about it, okay? But the idea is, I want you, or what we don't understand is every time you complain about the parts of yourself you don't like, or you ignore those parts of yourself, you suck the life energy of love as a whole from you. Let me say that again. You suck the life energy of love from you as a whole. And you are having the ability to find quality relationships, and your relationships that you have become difficult. They don't give you what you want. That's because, just because, and here's what I like to tell successful, independent, modern women. Just because you are successful in your career, just because you are degreed, just because you're intelligent and you're smart, if there are parts of you that you deny or you complain about, none of that matters, because you suck the love energy out of yourself, leaving a hole in your soul. It's leaving a hole in your soul. And when you have a hole in your soul, it's difficult for you to be an appropriate partner to a high quality man who's loving. You will attract someone who also carries a hole in their soul and will mirror back to you the parts of you that you don't nurture. They will mirror the parts of you that you don't nurture, and they will reinforce that you don't feel worthy in that area. You feel like you're losing. But I want you to know that you are the CEO of your life. You are the CEO of your love life. And so I have a question for you. How many of you who are watching right now, whether it's the replay or you're watching live, are sick and tired of having difficult relationships, or sick and tired of not getting what you desire from relationships? How many of you are sick and tired? Go ahead and put the emoji or say, me, I'm sick and tired of not getting what I want from a relationship, or not having a relationship at all. I'm just sick and tired of it being difficult, being hard. If you are truly sick and tired of it, this is what I'm going to challenge you to do. Get your pen, get your paper, get your notebook. Number one, I'm going to challenge you to make a list of all the things about you have difficulty accepting, or you find yourself complaining about. Make your list, jot your list down so that you are aware. You're taking it from your subconscious mind to your conscious mind. You are aware of the things about you. It could be your physicality, it could be your mental, it could be your emotions, whatever, your hair, your image, your money, whatever it is about you that you feel guilty or ashamed about, or you don't like, you feel like you can never fix, or it's never good enough. Jot it down. What parts of you do you feel guilty and shame? Jot it down, okay? That's the first thing you're going to do to activate self-love, all right? And this is where we activate the self-love. It's good to stand in a mirror and say, I am beautiful, I am nice, I am loving, I am deserving. It's beautiful to do those things. But to activate true self-love, you got to be able to the places that are hard to love. And that's where the love has to be activated, in those places that feel hard to love about you, okay? So that's where we activate the self-love. That's what's holding you back from truly having it all. Those places that you complain about and that you ignore, those parts of your life that you are not diligent and consistent in, that's what's holding you back from feeling loved. That's what's holding you back from feeling successful, from feeling happy. It's those places you ignore and complain about and don't consistently work towards. So now that you've jotted down your list and you know what that is, and you understand that in order to activate self-love, we have to activate it in the places that don't feel love, those dark places that don't feel love. Now I'm going to give you your activation prayer, okay? Here's your activation prayer. And I'll say it once, and then I'm going to do it again, and I want you to repeat after me, okay? Here's your activation self-love. And the prayer is, I'm sorry. And this is where we talked about the mirror gaze. You're going to do this work in the mirror. You say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you for. And then what you're going to do is start thanking those parts of your life that you have ignored, you haven't consistently worked out, that have brought guilt and shame. You're going to say thank you for, and you're going to find a reason to be thankful for those parts of your body, the parts of your mind, your emotion, your spirituality, your image, flaws or whatever that you've had in the past, guilt from the past, whatever. You're going to find a reason to be thankful for it, okay? And so then after you say thank you for whatever those things are, then you're going to talk to and you're going to say, please show me the best next step to love and value you. Okay? So that is your activation prayer. Let me say it again. I want you to repeat after me, okay? I'm sorry. And you're doing this while you're looking in the mirror. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you for teaching me that I matter. Thank you for teaching me that I am still beautiful. Thank you for teaching me that I can still draw and make others happy. Thank you for teaching me that I am worthy. Please show me the best next step to love and value you. Okay? Please show me the next best step to love and value you. And then you get quiet and you listen to how you can love and value the part of you that you haven't been loved and valuing. Now, I know for myself, I have Post-its in different areas that I frequent. So here in my home office, I have a Post-it that's right in front of me. I have a Post-it to the left of me on my board. I have a Post-it above my altar where I pray and meditate. I have a Post-it on my mirror in the bathroom. I have a Post-it as I walk into my bedroom. And that Post-it says, what are you going to do today to take care of yourself? And that reminds me that I need to do something to take care of myself, to increase my value and to activate my self-love. And when I see that, it automatically jots something in me that says, girl, what are you going to do to increase your value and to make sure that you are at peace with the parts of you that you felt were unlovable? So for you, what I want you to do, and this is an exercise we do during the orientation in the Ready Woman G Spot. I have the women purchase a plant, a new baby plant, okay? And that plant represents the parts of you that needs love and needs to grow. That plant represents the part of you that needs love and needs to grow. And where your plant is that you're going to purchase, you're going to put a reminder of your commitment to you, your self-love, and activating your love. And as you grow your plant, I want you to have a sign beside the plant, much like the signs I have all around me or the postage. And your sign is going to say, what is the most loving thing I can do for you right now? So next to your plant, that represents your love and growth and your activation of self-love in those places that you have not shown yourself unconditional love, you are going to have the sign that says, what is the most loving thing I can do for you right now? And then every time you do something loving for yourself to activate your self-love, I want you to record it in your journal. And what you will find as time permits, you might find in 3 days, you might find in a week, you might find in 2 weeks with consistency. Not only will your confidence grow, your self-esteem grow, but your attraction will grow, your sensuality will grow, your balance for health and wellness will grow, your ability to attract amazing relationships will grow, your money will grow. All of these things, I hate to tell you, they don't teach you in college, they don't teach you in business school. But this is the missing foundation of your life. If things get off track, it's because you have to go back to yourself and activate your self-love and sensuality. So, ladies, for those of you who, let me just say this, how would you feel and how much would you grow if you could continue this journey of self-love and sensuality? How would you feel if you had myself and other women to hold you accountable to achieve your personal goals of self-love, confidence, and having amazing relationships? How would you feel if you could learn to balance your life so you can have the life that you have better control of? Because some of us get overwhelmed, we get stressed, we feel out of control, we feel like we don't matter, and we feel like we carry these burdens and we struggle through life. But how would you feel if you had more control? How would you feel if this time next year you were sharing your personal testimony of having a partner to share your life with, or you've been able to reignite the flames with a current partner that's been a little distant or dry or needing a reset in the relationship? I would like to offer you a safe space to do this in, to have it all with me as your personal coach, as your teacher, and as your mentor. I created a society called the Ready Woman G Spot, and the G stands for gathering. Some women who are learning to have the confidence, the happiness, the relationship, the love, and the life that they've prayed for. So I've created a place for them. It's an online space where we're able to create all those things that your heart desires, but you just don't know, don't have the skill set, don't have the support, the accountability, the structure to get it. So why the G-spot? Because most women lack consistency and an ongoing personal development plan that helps them reach fulfilling their goals. Most women feel lonely and lack a supportive support system. Most women lack logical steps and direction to get what they want the most. I know I did, and I know the women that I work with did. Most women lack feeling significant. They don't feel like they matter. But at the Ready Woman G-Spot, we offer the solution to your lacks, where you feel inadequate, where you feel stuck, where you feel frustrated, where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel like it just ain't gonna work. We offer an amazing 12-month curriculum that takes you in order at your own pace on how to achieve bliss. Remember, that is the highest level of emotion you can achieve. And it's through our code, which is beauty, love, intuition, sensuality, and significance, so that you can magnetize the life that you have prayed for. I know that a lot of women come to me and they hear me and they're drawn to me because of that allure factor. And they wonder, can I really have the relationship of my dreams? Can I really have the life I want? Can I really pull myself out of poverty? Can I really heal my life? Can I really start that business? And 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year later, their whole life has flipped inside out with glory, and them being more radiant, more confident in doing the things that have always been in their heart. And most of all, what drives me so incredibly happy is that they find love. They find love. Usually they find themselves, they heal. They find themselves, and then they find love. And they're able to do all of that because they get to live and learn how to be in their bliss. And so I have so many testimonials of women that I haven't even posted all the testimonials, but I said I was going to start posting all the testimonials. But one lady joined this week, Kamiana, she joined this week. She said, I'm working in these things, I'm dating. After our coaching, Nikisha, I'm dating, all your principles have worked for me, but I lack the accountability, and I lack the support system, and I lack the ability to want to keep achieving more. So she came back just so that she can continue her growth and continue to be accountable and continue to be around the fire, that bliss fire that allows you to have what you've prayed for with ease. It's not a struggle, it's with ease. They tell you all the time, the bottom line to all the testimonials are, if you do what I asked you to do, if you just do what I asked you to do, it changes you instantly. And so you go at your pace in the Ready Woman G-Spot. There's videos, there's audios. We also have a monthly masterclass where I'm teaching, or I invite a guest. Like this Sunday, we have Lady Shepsa, who's going to take us deeper into our sensuality and defining it. Then we have a class that we coach. And when we're coaching, I'm pulling you out singularly in front of the group, and we're coaching. We're getting rid of your dilemmas and your stuckness. We're working through it together, and you're in a supportive environment. And not only that, you get weekly inspiration, you have new sisters, group discussion, and you get a copy of the hardcover of my book, The Ready Woman, along with the Ready Woman, the Journey to Bliss workbook. You get that. And the results is you have a life, and you have a love life that makes you happy in less time that you could figure it out on your own. Normally, most women keep saying, I'll figure it out when God is ready, or, it'll happen when it happens. But I'm here to tell you, you are the co-pilot. You are the co-pilot. It ain't going to happen when it happens. It happens when you are determined and you have the right skill set. You have the right supportive environment for, like we talked about, that plant of love and success, the feeling of success to grow. And I am telling you, the G spot, the gathering spot, is a place for you to achieve that growth, okay? If you admire me, you can be just like me and more. But you got to be around the flame, and the flame is in the Ready Woman G spot. Normally, the Ready Woman G spot is $99 a month. But for the next 48 hours, it's only going to be $69 a month for you. That's right, $69 a month for you. You get a $30 discount per month. And if you want to pay a one-time fee, you can do that as well. Just let me know. But the link is in the description box of this streaming video, along with the coupon code, so you can come on in, get close to the fire, and ignite your ability to have the love life, the happiness, the success that you have prayed for. The only difference between you and me and the success stories of the woman of the G-spot is they took the chance to bet on themselves. They betted on themselves. It's not, does my program work? My program works. I've been in existence since 2013. It works. People are happy, in love, grown, doing their thing, working their businesses, traveling the world. They're happy. And the first thing they say when I check up on them is, I'm living blissfully. They learned the skills to live blissfully. So if you are ready to expand, you liked what you experienced over these couple of days with this seminar series, and you want to be around that fire, you want to be accountable, you want to grow, you don't want to be in this same spot at this time the next 90 days or the next 6 months or this time next year, I want to welcome you, be the first to welcome you to the Ready Woman G-spot. This is the place where you'll grow your confidence, your love, your life, your happiness, and it will be exactly what you've been praying for. Listen, thank you for tuning in to this series in the month of February, Self-Love and Sensuality. I hope you got a lot from it. I hope you've grown, and I'm looking forward to meeting you soon, if not in a G-spot, one of my live events, or maybe something I'm having in the future. And I do try to have a date night live every Thursday where I'll come on for a short period of time and talk about something important that I think will help you. But the best and most significant way for you to have and be sure to have what you want is investing in you and joining the G-spot. Until we meet or speak, hug yourself for me, and I'll see you real soon. Wake up your sensuality and activate your self-love. Bye for now.